All right, we are here. You hear that siren in the background? I don't think it's by coincidence, even though that siren is normal on Wednesdays. But this is just a time that I was able to get started during this alarm. I don't think it's a coincidence, people, because there's been some things that's on my heart. You know, it's pressed upon me. Um, the wicked do not have much time left, uh, whatsoever. Um, your time's up because the children of light is here. We see everybody for who they are, not who they pretend to be. Okay, even though some are very good at this pretending, okay? Like, don't get me wrong, there's some people out there that's really good at pretending to be good, but yet they're wholly evil. Alright, these are narcissists, okay? Yeah, they'll lavish you with gifts and whatnot, but then they'll turn around and be like a snake in the grass. You know what I'm saying? That's how narcissists work. Especially when they know for a certainty that they can't get over on you, you know. So every attempt that they try, they end up hurting themselves more and more and more. All right, and it's going to be extended. It's going to be that way to all who set themselves in opposition to the children of light that has been risen. Okay? Now, I'm not going to spend too much time talking because this ain't even a new project. I'm just getting back working on what I was working on before I had to take care of that question, okay, those questions. And so there was 3 videos that I had to put out about that. Now I'm back on track trying to do this. Evil cannot rule forever. All right, people need to understand, like, I mean, bruh, hey, think whatever the hell you want, but clearly there's time intervals, okay? There is time intervals in motion. All right, there is appointed time. Okay, there is an appointed time to where evil is gonna reap its just desserts. All right, those, bruh. I'm not trying to. Let's just go ahead. I have a melody that I recorded a few minutes before I got on here, and it was pressed upon my spirit to bring that forward. um and then we gotta jump into this, people, because we still got a long ways to go before this project is completed. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the melody. Benevolence, 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 benevolence. Operate in that benevolent energy. Benevolent energy. Operate benevolent energy. Operate in benevolent energy. It's benevolent energy. It's benevolent energy. It's benevolent energy. Benevolent energy. Benevolence. 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 Operating benevolent energy. We operate benevolent energy. Operating benevolent energy. Operate benevolent energy. Benevolence. 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 Operate benevolent energy. Operate benevolent energy. Operate benevolent energy. I operate in that benevolent energy. You operate in benevolent energy. Benevolence. 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 I operate in benevolence. I operate in benevolence. I operate in benevolence. Benevolent energy. I operate in benevolent energy. I operate in benevolent energy. I operate in benevolent energy. All right. There you have it. I operate in benevolent energy. All right. Let me go ahead and close this out. Save on the resources here. All right. 1 second. And now, as you know, those that watch my channel, okay, I uploaded this video not too long ago, and we're gonna just play it. I'm not really gonna expound on it because I have many videos on my channel expounding already, okay? But I will be obedient if I'm tapped in the spirit about something. You know that already if you follow my channel. Let's go.
And now today, they're slaughtering the animals by the billions in slaughterhouses. And people think this shit is normal. Fast food restaurants all over the place making billions of freaking dollars. And the people are miserable because it's destroying their health. They're eating dead bodies, corpses, acting like it doesn't have to decay even when you cook it. When you cook it, it starts the decay process even quicker. Right? A dead body's gotta decay. We were all deceived in Lucifer's kingdom. Lucifer don't play fair. Satan don't play fair. The fuck, he comes as an angel of light. You think that is righteous. You think it's good. Even though you can read in them scriptures that in the last days good would be called evil and evil would be called good. You think it's a good thing for a blood sacrifice. You literally think that's righteous. The great spirit of love, life, and all things good don't require bloodshed for remission of sin. No. All that's required is obedience because we have free agency. We can choose with our free agency to live a righteous life. Or we can choose to conform to the ways of this satanic ass system and become a whole damn devil. Being an adversary is good versus evil. But you choose whether you're going to be evil or you're going to be good. You ain't got no damn excuses. Oh, what's going to be your excuse? Oh, that we were forced. Yeah, you were forced to freaking bow down and worship the beast. Yeah, but you weren't forced to do evil to people. No, you weren't forced to do that. Yeah, you were forced to be subservient to evil. We all were. But that don't negate the fact that you still had free agency to choose to do good.
All right. I honestly don't think that needs any expounding whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that needs any expounding whatsoever. And if you do need some expounding on it, there's plenty of work on my channel that I've been led to do by way of the Spirit that you can go and look at. I wasn't tapped in the Spirit to expound on anything within that. Let's go ahead and keep going, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and start up this audio. Let me close out of YouTube right quick. Alright. 1 second, people.
You act like good just goes out the window because evil has been ruling. It doesn't. There's a reason that evil was allowed to have its reign. Do you think it's going to be for eternity? No, evil's time is just about up. That's why we're living in a time of the revealing, which is another word of saying apocalypse. You know, the end. But it's not the end of the damn earth. It's just the end of this corrupted ass system. And it's the time for righteousness. Because the living witnesses has been risen. So we're here and we're seen in the world as nobodies. And we're okay with that. We don't care about clout. We don't care about honors of men. I don't give a damn about any of that. I don't pine after money. Since the period of my birth, I've never been covetous of earthly riches. I cared about love. I cared about compassion. I cared about kindness and mercy and empathy. But all my life I have been evilly treated by those who lacked compassion, kindness, mercy, empathy, love. And their excuse is because the world is evil. The world is wicked anyway. So they don't want to have compassion. No, not unless you're doing what they do. You must be doing what they do for them to have some kind of compassion on you. That's why they have that saying.
Hold on. Let me get that saying. One second. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this one too. 1 second. There's a few things. Wow, I found something. Damn, that's a gem. One second, people. Oh, you guys can see that too. Yeah, that's right. One second. I'm still looking for something though. It's kind of close to that, but it's the same. You know, if you don't learn to earn and save your own money, don't think you're gonna get a handout from me. Money don't grow on trees. So it's the same type of meme. I just forget the freaking keyword for it. Okay, is this it? Yeah, this it right here. If you don't want to heed advice on how to earn and save your own money, then don't think you're gonna get a handout from me. It doesn't grow on trees. Clearly, it doesn't grow on trees. I'm aware of that. Money was never created by my God. That's why it doesn't grow on trees. But the wicked took control over all the resources of the earth, and they created money. And then they're forcing you to earn that money so that you can obtain the resources of the earth for you to sustain your life. That's evil. That didn't come from my God. That came from the wicked. So why are you forcing me to do what the wicked has established when I'm doing what my God has called me to do? See, that's something that's evil that people have been doing to me. And it's because we were born into the age of deception, okay? Where many have followed after the plan of Lucifer unknowingly. I'm aware of this. I'm aware that money is a false god. It didn't come from my father. It came from the wicked. I'm also aware that the hearts are very hardened. They have been for centuries. More so, it like, because it wasn't this bad in the 1800s or so. I mean, it was, getting that way with our people because of the brutality that was happening to us. All right, at the hands of the foreigners that overran our land. But I'm not even trying to get off into that, people. I'm just saying, it ramped up within the 1900s and then in the 2000s and on. You know what I'm saying? Even you can tell in the movies. All right, the movies got more and more violent and graphic. Okay. Now, I prefer to not watch any movies past like 2012, 2014 or so that's dealing with any kind of violence. I don't like the gore. All right, it's just way too graphic, and it's like glorifying it. Okay, this has also caused the hardened hearts. Okay, because when you watch movies like that, when you play video games like that, it's desensitizing you. Okay, you don't know it, but these things have been systematically established and given as, and you have to earn it, of course. You earn your money so that you can go and obtain your indoctrination and your desensitizing and all that. You're paying for your own captivity, people, and you don't even know it. Okay, but I'm breaking this down to you the best way that I can. All right. So when you're playing these games, like, you're literally desensitizing yourself to suffering and pain and misery and violence, okay? Blood, all right, gore, violence, okay, war, all right, all of these things harden your heart unknowingly, okay, and sears your conscience, okay, unknowingly. All right, then you're eating dead bodies, you're eating corpses, okay? So now your light shield, your aura has gotten weak, and demons have been able to enter into your body. All right, and they enter in via the parasites that's in the corpses. All right, that has the decay. So now you have a whole body full of maggots and all kinds of abominable parasites and worms and all of these things, and these things can communicate. These things whisper in your mind, and you think that is your own thoughts. All right, so that jealousy that you feel, that bitterness, that envy, all the strife, the malice, the hatred, the lust, all of these things are demons that's literally inhabiting your body. Demon possession is not what they show you on the movies. Many people are walking around demon possessed and they have no clue. They have no idea. But if you're jealous of somebody, you have a jealousy demon. Okay? If you're envious, you have an envious demon. Okay? These things are evil spirits. Okay? If you have a problem abstaining from sexual immorality, you have a lust demon. Okay? Yes. This is what it is, people. And when you engage in these sins, okay, these sins of the spirit, these sins of the soul, okay, because when you're engaging in sexual immorality, that's also a sin against your spirit. Okay, that's a sin against your soul. All right, that's a stain upon your soul and your spirit, because you know that you're supposed to be pure. If you go back to the first time that you begin engaging in any kind of sexual immorality, right, as a child or whenever you did it, okay, if you were not married, you should have, like, I want to say that you would have had some feelings that this is wrong. You shouldn't do this, because I did. I certainly did. Okay, I hurt my conscience. All right. So I assume that pretty much everybody, well, it was at a young age too. I was 7, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, the first time that you engage in that kind of activity, there should have been a voice in your head saying, whoa, don't do this, or this is wrong, you shouldn't be doing this. All right, there was always a voice in your head. All right, they show you this in the cartoons, the angel on one side and the devil on the other side. Okay, the devil would be what you're learning in this world as you're born in this world, everything that you're being taught in this world, okay? But the angel on the other side is your conscience. That's what the Most High God gave to all of us, all right? That's your spirit, all right? As a baby, when we're born into this world, we have a pure conscience, a pure heart, and a pure spirit, okay? But as we grow up in this wicked ass world, during the age of deception, being taught everything according to the deception of this world, taught everything according to the illusion, where we all have to pine after money in order to sustain our damn life upon the earth. Okay, but and then we're told that it doesn't grow on trees. We already know this. Okay, but this, hold on. This is evil to force upon all humanity. Okay? So, of course, this is the main thing that created hardened hearts. Not only that, but hold on. Because it started with this. And hold on, people. I got to get some water. All right? Be right back. So it started with this. Um, we're told as children that if you get a good education, if you get good grades, you get a good education, and you get a degree and all it is, the sky is the limit, and you can, be whatever you want, okay, and have a good life, all right. That's the goal and the plan of this system, all right. But everybody has to put in their due. Everybody has to bow down and worship the god of money in order to be anything in this world, in this system, okay? If you ain't got money, then you are nothing. And if you ain't got ambition to get money, then it's like people have they think that is the okay to mistreat you, okay? That's like, oh well, you don't worship our God, then you don't deserve respect. You don't deserve help. You don't deserve love. You don't deserve any kind of empathy, no compassion, none of that. All right, it's all withheld. Okay. I've lived a lifetime of this and I had no understanding nor clarity. Okay, but this is how my family treated me, and I didn't understand why. Okay. But now I get it, okay? I did not do well in school, so I was scorned over that. All right? I didn't seem to have ambition to want to, get a good job, get a good career so I can make good money and build a successful quote unquote life for myself in this world, okay? I had a different type of ambition. All right, my ambition was completely different from what this system was laying out for me and what my family was forcing upon me and refused to assist me. And even when I was working jobs, because that's what I was forced to do, if I ever got fired, which I got fired quite often because I just didn't do well with jobs, okay? Like, me and jobs did not get along, all right? It was contrary to my soul, okay? But I was forced to do it, so I had many jobs, okay? I worked jobs just to sustain my life because that's what I was forced to do, okay? But nevertheless, I didn't receive help hardly from my family, and when they did help me, the rare times that they did, I would get scorned, all right? Scorned for not saving, okay? But yet now I understand that the Messiah told us not to do that, okay? So all my life I'm being scorned for not being able to save, even though I was trying like hell to be able to do so, but it was literally an impossibility, okay? Nevertheless, now I see that, damn, so it's a good thing that I wasn't able to save, even though I was being belittled and berated and scorned and ridiculed. Damn, it's a good thing that I didn't care about money. That means that my heart is after what the Most High wants my heart to be after. Like, that's the seeking for clarity and understanding, as a child, to inquire from my God. Like, that's what my God wanted. All my life I did not know this, okay? So all my life I had no defenses against the scorning, the ridiculing, the berating, the all of the hatred that I got from everybody around me because my heart was different. Okay? I did not have a heart after the things of this world. Okay? I was contrary to that. Okay? My heart was after understanding. I wanted to understand why I had to live in this kind of world. Okay? Now, I didn't even mean to get off on that. So anyway, now that we're in the time of the revealing, People are beginning to see, especially the younger generations, okay, the ones that's in college or going into college. They pretty much see that they don't have a future in that, all right, because they're clearly seeing that those who set themselves up in authority also are raising the freaking prices on everything, causing inflation and all of these things. Rent is literally outrageous, all right. Like there's only so far that this evil ass system can go. All right, homelessness is on the rise. All right, it will only increase until all humanity is freaking homeless because greed is insatiable. And that is who set themselves up in authority over all humanity and all creation. Now, you don't never want to look to these people. Most people don't want to look to them. No, they want to scorn me. They want to scorn the ones of us that don't bow down and worship the God of money, like it is the fault of the poor. Your time is up. Okay? Time's up. Because a good education is not the key to success. It's the key to selfishness and a hardened heart. And you're being taught in school to compete with one another, not to love one another. You're taught to compete. You're competing in sports, competing in the chess club or whatever, all right? Competing in the debate, okay? Competing in all kinds of things, all right? Including grades. Valedictorian, prom king, okay? All of this is getting your mind prepared from childhood all the way up to adulthood, to where you enter into college. And it's just even more indoctrination into this wicked ass system. But yet you think that you're wise. You're only wise according to the ways of this world. Okay? Now, so, if you don't want to follow the established path to success like everyone else is forced to do, what makes you think I will help you do something different? This is the mentality of my family. I didn't create this, all right? Who do you think you are? We all have to do things we don't like. You're no better than me. I don't think I created this, people. You know? I mean, I could have, if I don't remember, but I don't think I created this, okay? I don't think I created that. But still yet, this is the mentality of my family, all right? And this is what my family has told to me all my life, It's not that I'm trying to be better than anybody. I just don't want to be forced to do something contrary to my soul. Like, that's crazy to me. That people are literally trying to force me to spend my time, energy, and effort earning money, and not spend my time, energy, and effort giving clarity and understanding that which I sought after. Okay? That which I care about. All right, my heart and soul is in this. So those who have this mentality, what makes you think I will help you to do something different? Why wouldn't you if you're righteous? If you're truly righteous, if you truly serve my God, then you would help me. You would help me fight against this satanic ass system. This right here, who do you think you are? Do you not realize that is jealousy? That is envy? Why would you ask me, who do you think you are? I'm a child of the living God. That's who I am. All right? And you are too. Like, we all are children of the living God. We're all spirit children wrapped in flesh. And yes, our flesh has needs. And the wicked established a system to where they can profit off of our need to survive. That is evil. Okay? And those of you who literally uphold that because you're complacent with it, that's evil. That is making a declaration for the side of wickedness. Okay? Against righteousness. All right? I do not have to do as the world does. All right? I have chosen to suffer. And I have been suffering. So no, I already know I ain't better than anybody. I've chosen to suffer while I literally live in a world watching everybody enjoy their money, enjoy the produce of their labor, all right, while they ignore me. And I ain't got no hatred, no malice, no jealousy, no envy, no bitterness, none of that in my heart towards anybody. I continue to do this work though for my Father. Why would you want to force me into this when I'm over here like my brother Bob Marley? And I know it's a disgrace to see the human race in a rat race, fighting for money. Money is a false god. Why the hell would I do this when I worship and serve a completely different God? And I'm aware that we were instructed to love one another. So I operate in this energy, which is benevolence. Not malevolence, fighting over freaking crumbs, fighting over money, so that I can sustain my flesh upon the earth. Alright? So, all of that was during the age of deception. Alright? The plan of Lucifer, whose purpose and intent has always been centered in selfishness, and he has great power and influence over the hearts of the children of men. And this because the veil that has been placed over their minds, that they do not remember the things of the Father. Okay? This world has been placed over your eyes, people. Like this. Alright? So you're not seeing clearly because you have the world's lies covering your eyes. You're only seeing things through the lens of what you have been taught. Alright? One second. So, all my life, it was like I had these glasses. Okay? All my life, I could see. It's like everybody else around me, all they could see is YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr and whatnot. Okay? All they could see, what's shown outside of the glasses, okay? But it was like I was born with these glasses where I could see the world for what it was, okay? So those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, yet alone believed by the masses. Okay? So I've lived a lifetime of this with no understanding till now. Okay? I understand now because I know who I am now. Okay? But I'm trying my best to help you people, and I'm explaining to you why you don't understand me and why you think I'm crazy. Okay? But I'm here to help you. There's a reason that my God allowed this, okay? Let's go ahead and play this audio, people.
If you don't learn to earn and save your own money, don't think about asking for a handout from me. Money don't grow on trees. But you don't want to ask yourself where in the hell did money come from? Who put a value system upon the resources on this earth? The very same people that created your currency, the economic system, is the same people that do the inflations. And they're the ones that change the prices. They're the ones that causes the crashes. They're controlling your fucking life. They control you with money. Because you care about money. You love money. Why do you love money? Because they have made your life a living hell unless you have it. If you don't have money, then they have measures in place to penalize you. They'll cast you out your apartment if you can't pay the rent. People are cold-hearted these days. There's many bums that go over, they're starving. And they call them bums. This is not righteous. This is outright wickedness. But people don't want to go within themselves and deal with their heart condition.
This is what has to happen. Michael Jackson told you that we must start with a man in the mirror. You know, I don't know any other way to get people to understand that you were born in deception. Okay? This economic system was established by the wicked. Okay? Requiring people to feed and house themselves. Okay? Who are we paying in order to feed and house ourselves? Oh, it's the very people who colonized indigenous land. Therefore, if you help the indigenous people get up by helping us soar in our purpose, then it will overturn this system. Okay? Reinstating love, compassion, kindness, mercy, and empathy into the hearts of the people. Alright? It will overturn this system. The wicked don't have power over divine love. It's time for divine love to rise. Okay? Now, the only reason people are not wanting divine love to rise is because of 2 Timothy 2:4. They're traitors to love. They're heady, high-minded, okay, arrogant, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High God. That's just what's real. Okay? That's keeping it real. Nevertheless, no matter how many pleasures this world offers unto you, its ultimate intention is to ruin you. Nothing within this system can save you. None of your religions is benevolent. None of your religions is righteous. All right? It's all a part of the system. But the children of light that's been risen within the land of our captivity, we are the ones that was chosen to be here to give you the truth by way of the Spirit. 1 second. I am living out my calling. That's way different than seeking clout and status and honor of men and all of that. That's trivial. I'm here to live out my calling. All right? I am a faithful witness. Yes, faithful. It doesn't matter what people think about me. I'm here to let you know that you have been deceived. And if you choose to continue to reject it, that's on you. But you ain't gonna have no excuse. Because you chose out of your free agency to disregard what the Father has me here freely giving. Second. One second. All right, here we go. The sealed portion, chapter 14. Starting in verse 66. Hold on, actually. Alright, let's start in verse 64. And the things that I write shall make known unto all those who have the record of the Israelites among them, and also many of the records that the Messiah has caused to be written among the many other peoples, the things that were plain and pure, and most precious and easy to the understanding of all men, according to the words of Nephi. And for this reason, the Messiah has instructed me to write plainly and without parable or allegory, even without the words that are hard to the understanding of men, that these things might be easy for the children of men to read and understand. And because these things shall be easy to understand, many shall be offended by them, and many shall reject them because of their simplicity. For there are many who will want that the things of God remain mysterious unto them, so that they might not understand the things of God and be held accountable to his instructions. For behold, the Messiah does not hold those accountable who do not understand his words. Therefore, those who are born without the capacity to actually understand, you know what I'm saying? You know, those type of people that are born and they don't have the comprehension, they can't understand. They're not going to be held accountable for things that they don't know, okay? Things that they're not aware of, okay? Those that are mentally challenged, all right? Nevertheless, those that are, let's just continue to read, all right? For behold, The Messiah does not hold those accountable who do not understand his words. Everybody understands thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Everybody that's of a conscious mind understands that, okay? But when they come to an understanding of his words, then they are held accountable for what they understand, okay? Everybody understands that, and it's been embedded within our conscience, all right? It has been inscribed upon our spirit, and it's been written upon our heart. Thou shalt love thy power with all thy heart, soul, and body, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Everybody knows that, okay? It's in all of us innately, as babies, as children. We are naturally loving, okay? Verse 68, and because these things that I write are easy to the understanding of all the children of men, then all shall be responsible for their understanding. Because the things that I've been instructed to speak these days are easy to the understanding of all the children of men, then all shall be responsible for their understanding, because I'm not giving you anything that hasn't already been embedded within your conscience. If there are those who do not read these words, or if there be those who do not tune in to these videos when they are available unto them, then they will be held accountable before the Messiah for that which they should have understood had they read these things and had they tuned in. For out of the words that have been revealed unto the children of men in the books that the Messiah has caused to be written, shall the world be judged according to its works. All right? Yes, and you have a conscience. You already know good from evil, right from wrong. Yes, righteousness from wickedness. We already know that, okay? People just incite themselves out with many dogmatic belief systems. All right? Now, I'm not going to go any further in that. All right? Just proving this. All right? Now, 1 second. Close that out. We're going to need that in a minute. All right? Let's go.
They don't want to deal with how they've treated people. They don't want to go over in their minds and think about the interactions that they have with people and animals, all living things. People don't even think about this, let alone choose to do righteously by it. There's so many distractions that this wicked-ass system has wrought over all humanity. People don't have time to think why they earn their money. They don't have time to question why it is they have to pay another man in order to have permission to live on the damn earth. You were born on the earth. Therefore, you have a birthright. Your birthright is the right to dwell upon the earth without oppression.
Now, this is my point, people. All right? This is what I'm trying to get across to humanity. Okay? In order to understand, you have to go within. Okay? The answers are not outside of you. It's within you. Okay? Because we are in a flesh and blood body. Okay? Our spirit was created. All right? Immortal. But our body is mortal. Okay? So you need to go within so that you can hear from the spirit. Okay? One second. You gotta go within. Let me go back just a tad bit. Alright?
They don't have time to question why it is they have to pay another man in order to have permission to live on the damn earth. You were born on the earth. Therefore, you have a birthright. Your birthright is the right to dwell upon the earth without oppression, without dictatorship, without forced wickedness, and forcing people to spend their time, energy, and effort earning money so that they can sustain their life upon the earth is utter wickedness. And all the people who agree with that mentality begin to oppress those of us that rebel against it. Do you not realize the great evil that's permeating within your heart when you deliberately withhold of abundance of resources, when you choose selfishness, and then on top of that, you want to project a false reality and demonize us because we don't want to pine after money like you?
That's calling good evil and evil good. That has been happening. I gotta close out of some of this. 1 second. Alright? You're not looking to these people who raped, robbed, murdered, plundered, pillaged, and just stacked all of this in vaults and underground racks and racks and racks. You don't look to these people as the problem. You're looking to those who they robbed as the problem. And instead of helping us, you scorn us and you praise these wicked people. And you don't think that you're deceived? No longer is anybody going to force me to do this. I don't worship that God. So I refuse to put my time, energy, and effort into slaving for that God, so that I can pay my colonizer. No, time's up for that. If you want to continue to withhold from me because I refuse to do this, then that's your free agency. That's how the indoctrinated, willfully ignorant will treat me. And I'm okay with that. Because I realize that you are in ignorance. And you are going to reap exactly what you have sown. Okay? You're enslaved to money. You're enslaved to the God of money. Alright? I realize that. I pity you. Alright? I ain't got no hatred. I ain't got no animosity in my heart towards those who withhold from me. Okay? I am instructed to pity you. Alright? Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, and do unto thy fellow man as thou wouldest have him do unto thee. I live my life that way. Thou shalt return good for evil, and pity to them that sin. Yes, it's a sin to be selfish, especially toward the righteous. It's a sin to uphold an evil ass system, fighting against the light. It has been said, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, but I say return good for evil. And if a man smite thee on one cheek, turn the other unto him also. Alright? I don't take matters into my own hands. I realize that they're going to reap what they sow. Alright?
You chose that out of your free agency. And I don't fault people for doing it. It was forced. As I stated, if you don't do it, they afflict your life. The system afflicts your life. But the system causes you to afflict our lives. And you think that you're not going to be held accountable for that. You most certainly are going to be held accountable for how you have treated the living witnesses. I am not speaking out of arrogance. My life is in the scriptures. I've proven many times, and confirmation is all over the place. I don't speak my word. This is biblical prophecy unfolding, and there is nothing that these devils can do to stop it. This truth is going to continue to come out because we're in the time of the revealing. The apocalypse is just the unveiling of the deception, all the lies and the manipulation.
Hold on. 1 second. Close that out because I gotta go over here. I gotta close some stuff out. Alright, so this is why, alright? Now understand, the system was only established for a period of time, alright? And you know why, because you took us into captivity, alright? 1 second. Alright, Revelation, a warning to humanity. A warning to humanity. Alright, the Most High's judgment, okay? Yes, we're all gonna reap what we have been sowing. Alright, this is the ultimate judgment on the world, okay? And we're in this time frame. 1 second. Alright, so we're in this time frame. 1 second.
All the lies and the manipulation. Because we're in the time of the revealing. The apocalypse is just the unveiling of the deception, all the lies and the manipulation. This is why we are so detested.
Hold on, before I get into that. Apocalypse. Very few people know that the original Greek translation of apocalypse means lifting of the veil. Okay? The veil of what? The veil of deception. Okay? Or revelation. Alright? Lifting of the veil or revelation. Alright? See, this is what I can show you how we have the real prophecy. Okay, 1 second. Oh, revealing. Hold on. Alright, definition of revelation. Alright. A surprising and previously unknown fact, especially one that is made known in a dramatic way. Alright, that's why it's called an apocalypse. Alright, and those who are just oblivious, loving this world, holding on to it for dear life, believing everything that they've been taught to believe their whole life by the system, is them that's going to be in fear. Alright? First of all, everything that they were taught was it was based in fear. Okay, like everything is fear based in this reality. Okay, this is how they instilled the core belief. This is why people are holding on to many, especially religion, and being forced to earn money. It's all fear based. Okay, it's all fear based. Okay. And so they keep people in a constant state of fear. But when you know the true and living God, there's no more fear. Like, if you're connected to the divine, if you're in one accord with the divine, for real, then what the hell is there to really fear? If our God be for us, I know that my God is for me. So who can really be against me? All the long suffering that I have to constantly endure is simply to make me strong. Okay? And it's simply to refine me. Okay? To make sure, ensure that when I do have abundance, I will definitely not be the type to be selfish and greedy, but I'd be the complete opposite. Completely generous. All right? Because I would never want anyone to go through what I've had to endure. A disclosure of something hidden from the majority of humanity in an error domained by falsehood and misconception. We were born during the age of deception and taught everything accordingly to the system. Therefore, everyone has followed after the plan of Lucifer unknowingly. Everyone has. Okay? So everyone has to go through the same steps that the children of light had to go through, which is humility to the spirit of truth and the reproof that the spirit of truth comes to bring. All right? And in order to do that, we have to be humble, people, as a child. Have to be willing to let go of what we've been taught. All right? I did this step. Okay? I applied his living word to my life and I began living it. All right? As I lived it, I elevated even more. All right? Because spiritual elevation is a step-by-step process. All right? He who is faithful over little will be faithful over much. Okay? He only gives you a little bit at a time. All right? That's how he did me. He gave me a little bit at a time. And as I applied that living word to my life and lived it, then I was given a little bit more. Okay? And that's how it happened. That's how I was able to grow in the spirit and in truth. Okay? That's how I'm able to be here to help others elevate in the spirit and in truth. Okay? This is how his people are to worship him, in the spirit and in truth. Okay? So, hold on.
This is why we are so detested. People have seared their conscience unknowingly. The system did it. They used the scripture against us. In Proverbs, where they say, train up a child in the way that they should go, and when they are older, they will not depart from it. That was sorcery that they did upon us. That's why they want your child in the school system, so that they can shape the mentality of your child into this system, creating a carbon copy robot of this system to keep this system intact. People don't want to come to this realization. They want to hold to all the things that they've been taught to believe because it makes them comfortable. Truth is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to come face to face with the fact that you've been lied to your entire life.
I'm going to play that back. Give me just a second. And there was something that popped up in my spirit. And I gotta close some stuff out. So hold on. Uh, 1 second, people. I don't need that no more. Still need that. Alright, still need that. Alright, may still need that. That. Do I have that up twice? I do. Alright. 1 second. Alright, so yes, this was sorcery, people. That was straight sorcery. Okay? Now, comfort is a drug. Once you get used to it, it becomes addicting. Alright, now I'm not calling people weak. I'm just reading this. I did not create this meme, okay? Give a weak person constant stimulation, good food, cheap entertainment, and they'll throw their ambitions right out the window. Okay? The comfort zone is where dreams go and die. Alright? Now, I'm not even really trying to get too deep, but the ambition that was instilled in most people from their parents and the school system was to pine after money and build a comfortable life for yourself. All right? But for those of us that had a different ambition, our life was even more chaotic than the majority of people, okay? All I can say is my life has been hell, people. My life has been hell. All right, all to do the will of my Maker. Now that I know that that's what I was created to do, okay. But I'm not in a comfort zone. I've never been in a comfort zone. All right, it was like my life. I was forced outside of my comfort zone. And it was only for a period of time in my life that I was comfortable, and that was in the virtual world where I was hiding. Okay, and I got many videos talking about that. Okay, but when it was time for the Father to use me, he pulled me out of the virtual world and, spiffed me up and was like, okay, go out there and do this work. That's basically what it was. All right. But I had to be obedient. But I'm fighting like hell, people. Fighting like hell. To just continue to be here and do this work by the way of the Spirit. But I ain't comfortable. All right. But yet, this is what people want. All around me, I'm surrounded by people who want to be comfortable, and that includes my family. So I'm completely contrary to them and their ambitions, their entertainment, their good food, and all of these. I'm not calling them weak. They just, are a product of the freaking system. All right? And they ain't got the ears to hear me. They ain't got the ears to hear the spirit of truth. All right? It's like I'm surrounded by people who detest the spirit of truth. I'm surrounded by people who detest reproof because they want to be comfortable. Okay? So this is what it is. Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. They used our records against us. Let's see. Is this it? Alright. I didn't create this. Alright. So these people are magicians, but they're dark magicians, okay? The so-called elite. those that set themselves up in authority. All right, they know that human consciousness co-creates reality based on what the mind um, based on your conscience, okay? Um, Based on what you think about, okay? Based on what you want, okay? Your ambition, okay? And that which you believe to be true and real, okay? That which is what you're trusting in, okay? This process is amplified when instilled in the crowd consciousness. All right, they are projecting what they want into your mind so that you build it for them. All right, the system is not self-sustaining. Okay, this evil ass system needs the people, okay, to believe in it. All right. Yes, it needs the people to give it their time, energy, and effort. If nobody gave their time, energy, and effort to the system, right, and begin to operate in benevolent energy, the system would be destroyed. It would implode upon itself and all those who are attached to it. Okay? Because benevolent energy is on our behalf. All right? It's time. It's time for benevolent energy to soar. Okay? But these people, yes, they use sorcery to train us up from a child how they wanted us to think, what they wanted us to believe, how they wanted us to behave, okay? What they wanted us to trust in, okay? The God that we were given by our parents, the God that we were given by the system, okay? Understand, people, you're going to have to let go, all right? Stop this carbon copy robot thing going on here, this conformist to this system, okay? Because I'm telling you, the system is on its way out, all right? They stamped out creativity. They stamped out intelligence, all right? Forced us into their school system. This is how they did it, okay? We were pure before we went into their school system. Came out the school system traumatized, okay? All during the age of deception, all right? Let's go.
People don't want to come to this realization. They want to hold to all the things that they've been taught to believe because it makes them comfortable. Truth is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to come face to face with the fact that you've been lied to your entire life, especially by those who you hold dear to your heart and trust. You know, you really trust this person, but you need to understand it is not that person's fault per se, because they were just giving you what they were taught, and they thought that they were doing the right thing. But still yet, ultimately, we have free agency. Your ego is your biggest enemy. That is your lower carnal nature. So if you allow your lower carnal nature to rise up in rebellion against the spirit of truth, then you need to understand what side you've chosen, because there's only two choices, regardless of what people want to believe. They can believe whatever they want, but it's either good or evil, life or death.
Hold on. I'm going to prove that, okay? First Nephi chapter 14. Didn't know exactly where it was at. Okay, because we're in this time right now. Alright. Chapter 14. First Nephi chapter 14. Alright, an angel tells Nephi of the blessings and cursings to fall upon the Gentiles. There are only two churches, the church of the Lamb of the Most High God and the church of the devil. The saints of the Most High God in all nations are persecuted by the great and abominable church. All right, now, and it shall come to pass that if the Gentiles shall hearken unto the Lamb of the Most High God in that day, that he shall manifest himself unto them in word. Okay? This is important, Gentiles, because he is manifesting himself to you in word by his living witnesses, in which he said he would awaken in the land of our captivity. Okay? Let me prove what I'm saying. One second. Alright. 3 Nephi 16, 11 through 13. You need to understand where we are in prophecy. And then I will remember my covenant which I have made unto my people, O house of Israel, and I will bring my gospel unto them. This prophecy has been fulfilled, because he woke us up in the land of our captivity. All right, this is all part of our prophecy. All right, we are the biblical people. Okay, so this prophecy is surrounding us. We are the living witnesses. All right, so he woke us up. He said, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their God, and I will give them a heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. All right, keeping his eternal law. All right, living his word. Okay, living the word of the Most High God. Okay. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. Okay, so now, we have been awakened. Valley of the dry bones, that be us. All right. Living witnesses, Revelation 11:11, that be us. Okay. So now he has returned his gospel unto us. All right. This prophecy has been fulfilled. Now, verse 12. And I will show unto thee, O house of Israel, that the Gentiles shall not have power over you. All right? No longer can you take our records and usurp us, Gentiles. We are the ones with his oracles, because he returned his gospel unto us. All right? We're the ones that he has risen up and instructed to speak. He filled us with his word, okay, and instructed us to speak. All right. 1 second. Sealed portion, chapter 26. For verily the voice of the Most High is unto all men, and there is none to escape, and there is no eye that shall not see, neither ear that shall not hear, neither heart that shall not be penetrated. And the rebellious shall be pierced with much sorrow, for their iniquity shall be spoken upon the housetops, and their secret acts shall be revealed. So you don't want to talk about colonization, but we are instructed to talk about colonization. You don't want to talk about your white supremacy that you had and now is all covert. But we must talk about white supremacy and why it has been convert. Okay? And the voice of warning shall be unto all people by the mouths of my disciples, who I have chosen in these last days. And they shall go forth and none shall stay them. For I, Yahusha, has commanded them. All right? He has instructed for us to speak this word to you, Gentiles. All right? And all nations, okay? All right? So he said, I will show unto you, O house of Israel, that the Gentiles shall not have power over us. Okay, no longer do you have power over us by usurping spiritual authority, taking our records as if it's yours. Okay, we know that it is our records. Okay, so you don't have authority of the spirit over us. You don't have authority over our minds anymore. And here pretty soon you're not going to have authority over our physical bodies anymore. Okay? You're not going to get to continue to serve yourselves off of us. Okay? But I will remember my covenant unto you, O house of Israel. All right. Hold on. Because I gotta get it. All right, Jeremiah 38, for it shall come to pass in that day, says the Most High of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and I will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of us. Okay, who is him? That's Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. All right, but we shall serve the Most High our God, and David our king, whom I will raise up unto them. All right, that be the Messiah. Okay, I serve the Messiah. Okay, he is the good shepherd. He is the good shepherd that has instructed me. Okay. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, says the Most High, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. All right, because we're still physically in this captivity. Okay, and Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith the Most High, to save thee, though I will make a full end of all the nations, whether I have allowed thee to be scattered. Yet I will not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and I will not leave thee altogether unpunished. Okay? So, we have been spiffied up. All right? Now, he remembered his covenant unto us, O house of Israel, and we have come into the knowledge of the fullness of his gospel. All right? Now, if you Gentiles will repent and return unto him, saith the Father, behold, you will be numbered among his people, O house of Israel. Okay? Understand that. You have not usurped us. You have not replaced us. Okay? Now, Gentiles shall hearken unto the Lamb of the Most High God in that day, that he shall manifest himself unto them in word, also in power, in very deed, unto the taking away of their stumbling blocks. That's what I'm here to do as I speak his living word by way of the Spirit. Harden not your hearts against the Lamb of the Most High God. Then you will be numbered among the seed of thy father. All right? Yeah, they shall be numbered among the house of Israel. And they shall be a blessed people upon the promised land. Forever they shall be no more brought down into captivity, and the house of Israel shall be no more confounded. You're not going to be mistreated. Okay? And that great pit which has been digged for them by that great and abominable church, which was founded by the devil and his children, that he might lead away the souls of men down to hell. Yeah, that great pit which has been digged for the destruction of men shall be filled by those who digged it unto their utter destruction, said the Lamb of the Most High, not the destruction of the soul, save it be the casting of it into that hell which has no end. For behold, this is according to the captivity of the devil, and also according to the justice of the Most High God, upon all those who will work wickedness and abomination before him. And it came to pass that the angel spake unto me, Nephi, saying, Thou hast beheld that if the Gentiles repent, it shall be well with them. And thou also knowest concerning the covenant of the Lord unto the house of Israel. And thou also hast heard that whoso repenteth must not perish. Okay? They're not gonna kill us again. They're not gonna. Those of you that watch the Left Behind series, they got something right. All right, when the living witnesses was risen, all right, they didn't get killed again. No, they just got it wrong by having them rise up to heaven like they are not on the earth to speak the living word at that point. Okay, because that's what the scriptures declare. All right. Now, well, I know that Revelations declared that we risen up in the cloud and all of that, but bruh, understand that is spiritual, okay? We elevated in the spirit and in truth so that we could be utilized, all right? Now, therefore woe be unto the Gentiles, if it so be that they harden their hearts against the Lamb of the Most High God. Hold on. For the time cometh, says the Lamb of the Most High God, that I will work a great and marvelous work among the children of men, a work which shall be everlasting, either on the one hand or on the other, either to the convincing of them unto peace and life eternal, or unto the deliverance of them to the hardness of their hearts, and the blindness of their minds, unto their being brought down into captivity, and also into destruction, both temporarily and spiritually, according to the captivity of the devil of which I have spoken. And it has came to pass that when the angel had spoken these words, he said unto me, Rememberest thou the covenants of the Father unto the house of Israel? I said unto him, Yea. And it came to pass that he said unto me, Look and behold, that great and abominable church, which is the mother of abominations, whose founder is the devil. And he said unto me, Behold, there are only two churches only. The one is the church of the Lamb of the Most High God, and the other is the church of the devil. Wherefore whoso belongeth not to the church of the Lamb of the Most High God belongeth to that great church, which is the mother of abominations, and she is the horror of all the earth. All right? Understand. All your man-made religions, all your buildings made with human hands is the abominable church. And they're leading you astray. All religion is leading you astray. Church after church, denomination after denomination, walking always in the commandments of men. That's religion. Dogmatic belief systems. There's no love in that. There's no compassion, kindness, mercy, and or empathy in that. They're all believing on a blood sacrifice. They're depending upon death and bloodshed for their salvation. That ain't how people gonna be saved. The only way people gonna be saved is through humility, repentance, and obedience. Let's see. Yeah. See, all this is about us. All right, verse 11. And it came to pass that I looked and beheld the whore of all the earth, and she sat upon many waters, and she had dominion over all the earth, among all nations, kindreds, tongues, and the people. And it came to pass that I beheld the church of the Lamb of the Most High, and its numbers were few. All right? The church of the Lamb of the Most High, and its numbers were few, because of the wickedness and abominations of the whore who sat upon many waters. Nevertheless, I beheld that the church of the Lamb, who were the saints of the Most High God, were also upon all the face of the earth, and their dominions upon the face of the earth were small, because of the wickedness of the great whore whom I saw. And it came to pass that I beheld that the great mother of abominations did gather together multitudes upon the face of all the earth, among all the nations of the Gentiles, to fight against the Lamb of the Most High God. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, beheld the power of the Lamb of the Most High God, that it descended upon the saints of the church of the Lamb, and upon the covenant people, and upon the covenant people of the Messiah, who were scattered upon all the face of the earth. And we were armed with righteousness, and with power of the Most High God in great glory. And it came to pass that I beheld the wrath of the Most High God was poured out upon that great and abominable church, insomuch that there were wars and rumors of wars among all the nations and the kindreds of the earth. And as there began to be wars and rumors of wars among all the nations which belong to the mother of abominations, the angel spake unto me, saying, Behold, the wrath of the Most High God is upon the mother of harlots, and behold, thou seest all these things. And when the day cometh that the wrath of the Most High God is poured out upon the mother of harlots, which is the great and abominable church of all the earth, whose founder is the devil, then at that day the work of the Father shall commence in preparing the way for the fulfillment of his covenants, which he has made to his people who are of the house of Israel. And it came to pass that the angel spake unto me, saying, Look. And I looked and beheld a man, and he was dressed in a white robe. And the angel said unto me, Behold, one of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. Hold on. Okay. And the angel said unto me, Behold, one of the 12 apostles of the Lamb, behold, he shall see and write the remainder of these things. Yea, and also many things which have been. And he shall also write concerning the end of the world. Okay? The end of the world. 2 Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of this world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay? Wherefore the things which he shall write are just and true. Behold, they are written in the book which thou beheld proceeding out of the mouth of the Israelites, that be your southern kingdom, which is the Bible. And at that time they proceeded out of the mouth of the Israelites, or at the time that the book proceeded out of the mouth of the Israelites, the things which were written were plain and pure and most precious and easy to the understanding of all men. And behold, the things which this apostle of the Lamb shall write are many things which thou hast seen, and behold, the remainder shalt thou see. But the things which thou shalt see hereafter thou shalt not write, for the Most High thy God has ordained the apostle of the Lamb of the Most High God that he should write them. And also others who have been to them has he shown all things, and they have written them, and they are sealed up to come forth in their purity, according to the truth which is in the Lamb, in their own due time of the Most High, unto the house of Israel. Unto the house of Israel, because this connects. All right, this connects here. All right. Another mystery I also point out: to the righteous and the wise shall be given books of joy, of integrity, and great wisdom. To them shall books be given, and which give them clarity and understanding, and in which they shall rejoice, and all the righteous shall be rewarded, who from these shall acquire the knowledge of every upright path. Okay? So we are not to fear, all right? Those of us who are righteous, we're not to fear that we're impoverished and we see sinners flourishing and prosperous in all of their ways, all right? Thou, O Daniel, shut up the book, seal up the words of the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased, all right? Right here, 2nd Ezra 14:46. But keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people. For in them is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and the stream of knowledge. All right, Daniel 12:3-4. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. Okay? Yeah, that connects. All right? That connects. All right? Right over here. But I have been made wise so as not to fall into the hands of the deceivers. All right, I myself rejoice because the truth has gone with me. For I was established and lived and was redeemed, and my foundations were laid on account of Yahusha's hand, because he had planted me. For he set the root and watered it and endowed it and blessed it, and its fruits will be forever. It penetrated deeply and sprang up and spread out, and it was full and it was enlarged. And the Lord alone was glorified in his planting and in his cultivation, in his care and in the blessing of his lips, and a beautiful planting of his right hand, and in the attainment of his planting, and in the understanding of his mind. Psalms 1:1-3. Blessed is the man who walk not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stand in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers, but his delight is in the law of the Most High, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by the streams of water, that yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, it will prosper. Even though it seems like everybody is ignoring this. All right, all of this is attached to this. All right, seal it up to come forth in their purity, according to the truth which is in the Lamb, in the due time of the Lord, unto the house of Israel. All right, and I, Nephi, heard and bear record that the name of the apostle of the Lamb was John, according to the word of the angel. And behold, I, Nephi, am forbidden that I shall write the remainder of the things which I saw and heard. Wherefore the things which I have written suffices me, and I have written but a small part of the things which I saw. All right, hold on. All right. We don't need to read no more of that. All right. Let's see here. So, people, we were in the age of deception, and I'm here to reveal that. Okay. But those who are in cognitive dissidence, is like, you need to understand that you're seeing the truth, you're hearing the truth, but choosing to remain blinded. All right, choosing to believe a more comfortable lie. Okay, that's ignorance. Okay, you are responsible for the indoctrination you received as a child. Okay, we are all 100% responsible. Okay, we're accountable for our actions. Okay, so we have to unlearn the lies that we were taught and relearn the truth by way of the spirit of truth. Okay? When I say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trusts to his own so-called righteousness and commits iniquity, all his so-called righteousness shall not be remembered. Okay? Because it ain't righteousness. All right? It ain't righteousness. Self-righteousness is not real righteousness. It ain't the righteousness of the Most High God. Okay? But for his iniquity that he has committed, he shall die for it. You're going to reap what you sow. When you begin to speak the living word by way of the Holy Spirit, the natural response for most people will be led of their ego. This is a defense mechanism which rises up against those, causing them to come face to face with their wickedness. They don't want to hear from their conscience. Because that's all I'm doing is speaking their conscience to them. I'm speaking our conscience. It's the living word that's been embedded within each and every one of us. It's not contrary to benevolence. Okay? Our spirit and our conscience was created in benevolence. We all were benevolent as babies. We all were benevolent as young children. Therefore, the living word doesn't please these people, because now they're hard in the depths, stuck in their ways. Therefore, it pisses them off at the speaker of the living word. And because of this, they begin to feel some type of way. And see, they don't understand that is because they're inhabited by demons. You know, the spirit of envy, jealousy, all right, bitterness, all right, whatever it is, resentment, okay, hating on those with the audacity to speak the uncomfortable truths, okay. They are identifying themselves with the system. Therefore, those of us that's here to reveal the deception, they are taking offense to us. All right, let me check my time. All right, I'm at 1:47, people, almost 2 hours, but we're almost done with this audio. Wrap it up.
Life or death, righteousness.
Oh, yes, we have a choice. Okay, yes, we have a choice. All right, we can choose good or evil. Life or death. Okay, let me go back.
They can believe whatever they want, but it's either good or evil, life or death, righteousness or wickedness. There is no in between. But the righteous are about to be delivered. And along with our deliverance is the deliverance of all those who cleave.
Nobody appreciates deliverance like those who've nearly been destroyed. Okay? Joel 2:32. Alright. And it shall come to pass that whoever shall call upon the name of the Most High our God shall be delivered. This is not by what you say out your mouth, it's by your actions. Alright, you must confess him with your actions. Alright, for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. Okay, as the Most High has said, and in the remnant whom the Most High shall call. All right. If you refuse to accept the ones of us that he rose up, then you are not accepting the one you are professing. Okay? Truly, truly, I tell you, whoever receives, truly, truly, I tell you, hold on. Okay, truly, truly, I tell you, whoever receives the one I send, okay, he sent me, all right? And you don't have to just blindly accept what I say. You need to judge the fruit of the Spirit. You need to do your due diligence on the channel before just casting me off as irrelevant merely because I have low views, merely because hardly no one is liking the video. Okay? Like that's trivial and it's to your own detriment. Okay? Cuz he sent me. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that receiveth whomever I send receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. Okay? Matthew 10:40. All right? He who receives you receives me, and he who receives me receives the one who sent me. All right? Luke 10:16. This is over and over. Whoever listens to you listens to me. Whoever rejects you rejects me. Whoever rejects me rejects the one who sent me. All right? So over and over and over. Okay? Whoever does not love me does not keep my words. All right? The word that you hear is not my own, but it is from the Father who sent me. All right? We are from the Most High God. Whoever knows our God will listen to us. All right? And we will know you by your actions. All right? We know you by your fruit. All right? Whoever is not from our God does not listen to us. They ignore us. They mistreat us. And they claim that they're righteous. But we can see you for who you are. For we know you by your fruit. That is how we know the spirit of truth and the spirit of deception. Okay? The children of light is here now, people. We see you for who you are. For we judge based upon the fruit of the Spirit, your actions, your deeds. Okay? Now, I'm going to close this out. This system doesn't care anything about you, people. Your destruction is this system's highest priority. They don't care about you, but I do. All right? Store up your treasures in heaven now, people, while the blood is still running warm in your veins. How do you store up your treasures in heaven? Begin to operate in benevolent energy. Begin to help his people out of your abundance. The problem is many people think that they have all the time in the world. But you never know when your soul is going to be required. Right? The apocalypse is far from being a horrible experience for those who are awakened. Apocalypse represents the revealing of the true nature of things, okay? So we're all gonna know the true. See, all my life I was seeing this world for what it was. So now we're just moving into a world that I've always seen. Okay, I've always seen the real reality. Okay, and now we're rolling out the red carpet. We're ushering in a righteous reality, because this is what I've always longed for, even though I was aware that I was living in a evil reality. I just didn't have the clarity and the understanding. Okay, so This is not a horrible experience for me, what we're bringing into existence. All right. However, the birth pains are very painful because of the long suffering that I'm having to endure. All right. The hardened hearts of the people, the ignoring, the scorning, the ridiculing, the belittling, the ostracizing, all of that. I have to endure all of that. Okay. Apocalypse represents the revealing of the true nature of things. It ushers in the era of forgotten freedoms and unprecedented clarity. Okay, this is where I fit. Okay, like the reality that's coming into existence, that's my reality. Okay, that's where I fit. I didn't fit into this false ass reality, this paradigm that I was living in, that I was being made to live in. Okay? This quote unquote lifting of the veil will set us free from the misery that has been the result of ignorance. Okay? So please stop fighting against me. Please begin to assist me. All right? Um The divine or supernatural disclosure to humans of something relating to human existence or the world. That's something that I sought for. I did not seek for the wealth of the world. I didn't seek to make a good life for myself upon the earth. I was seeking for clarity and understanding. So this is why I was given this supernatural disclosure from the divine, because I sought it and I was obedient to the spirit of truth and the reproof. All right, an act of revealing or communicating divine truth. All right, something that is revealed by the Most High God to humans. Okay, an act of revealing to view or make known, something that is revealed, especially an enlightening or astonishing disclosure of shocking revelations. I'm telling you that we're in a paradigm shift. All right, we have been forced to live in a world that's upside down and backward, and now is about to right itself. All right, the black horse is riding. Esau is the end of this world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay? I am a living witness, living out my calling. Okay? Um, all my life I'm being told life ain't fair. Get over it. Alright? That that don't come from my father. Okay? That don't come from my father. Like, I wanted to find out why it wasn't fair. And I did. Okay? So now, choose life, people. Alright? Choose life. Alright? On that note, we still do have more of the audio. We're done with this part. The next segment, I have to listen to it and find out what the Father wants me to do with it, okay? I think there's like another 38 minutes left, okay? But I will be back whenever I'm back, people. Shalom.